Hey guys, Alex aka Miggy here, and today's video is about an article that talks about the influences of social media, specifically apps like Instagram, where people post all sorts of different photos. Quite often they are fake, photoshopped, and this article here in particular highlights what actually happens when you fake it till you make it. So, a teenager had everyone believing he was rich after posting selfies decked out in designer clothes. And that's how easy it is these days to basically social proof yourself to others, so they will think that you are awfully rich, successful, and essentially get hordes of women after you. Well, in particular, this guy, he was obviously doing that for himself. So, Byron Denton had all his followers fooled into believing he was living the high life. He posted selfies decked out in designer clothes, traveled the world, and stayed in luxurious hotels, and it all took was a couple of editing apps.
I'm about to spend way too much money in this place, help, and then I tagged Louis Vuitton again. So I posted all those stories, and then like half an hour after, maybe like 40 minutes after actually, I dropped this pic on Instagram. It's been up 32 minutes, and this has already got more likes than I normally get in this time. So let's read through the comments. This is the part I'm nervous about, because I feel like people know me, I'm honest with absolutely everything. There is a bunch of comments, like everything about this photo is so aesthetically pleasing, can't relate. Lizzie Bonnet actually commented, someone's AdSense is popping, which that is not correct, so watch my videos more and subscribe. Daisy commented, just empty bags. They're not empty bags, it's actually Jaden Smith's photo that I photoshopped on top of mine, so I assume Jaden Smith doesn't carry empty Louis Vuitton bags. However, they're not actually there, so correct.
So there you go, the 19-year-old vlogger has admitted to creating fake images to prove you can do just about anything on social media and have people believe you are living a grand life. All it takes is just some exceptional Photoshop skills, or even using Paint. I've done that in the past, not for social media, but for other reasons, and it worked like a charm. So he spent a week pretending he was rich. See, there's a sucker born every minute when it comes to showing off your wealth and things like that. It's just stupid. Pictures posted on his Instagram showed him wearing designer brands like Balenciaga, I can't even say it, and Off-White, shopping at Louis Vuitton and sitting on a private jet, among other activities you expect to see on a celebrity or influencer's Instagram. So there you go. And I mean, the pictures look pretty cool. And if you're a shallow person who's into that kind of crap, then fair enough. I mean, I recently found the channel called Jon Olsson, which is this 36-year-old vlogger from Sweden. And I like his videos because he actually goes around the world traveling, living the high life, and he made it on his own. He was a professional skier for 15 years. So in that spate of time, he actually got a lot of sponsors from like Red Bull, who obviously paid him a lot of money, and he also happened to win a lot of different medals. So he has an impressive portfolio, and then he essentially created a YouTube channel where he got a guy to film him pretty much right around the clock, and he's now got about 1,300,000 subscribers, and I quite enjoy his stuff, and you know, the guy's quite believable. But at the same time, you can't actually, you're only seeing one side of their story. You're only seeing the glamour and the glitz and all the good things that come with their lives. You don't actually see what kind of sacrifices they've made previously and what kind of struggles they go through now. So, for example, Jon Olsson, he apparently drinks at least a few Red Bulls a day, and that's his sponsor. So essentially, he will have to show that he likes Red Bull. But as we all know, Red Bull or any energy drink that we consume can be very detrimental to your health. There was a bodybuilder who was consuming, I think, up to 5 energy drinks per day, and he died from cancer. I think he had liver cancer in the end. So yeah, and he died, I think it was like in his either late 20s or mid 30s, somewhere around there. So quite way too young to go. So, but anyway, coming back to this article. But no, he did it in the comfort of his London home and around the city. What triggered his ruse was seeing so many people on Instagram faking holidays, such as Instagram model Joanna Olsen, who photoshopped herself at luxurious places around the world. Oh wow, Joanna Olsen. I don't think she's related to John Olsen. But anyway, quote, I thought it would be fun to put my own twist on it and fake being rich on Instagram for a whole ass week, Byron said in his YouTube channel. I'm talking private jets, Louis Vuitton shopping sprees, the whole 9 yards. We're all thanks to Photoshop, of course, Lamau. Yeah, I mean, look, that's pretty cool if you're a shallow kind of person who's into this kind of stuff. He started posting edited photos of himself in late January using 2 photo editing apps, Facetune and PicsArt, to superimpose images together and Adobe Photoshop Lightroom to color the final product. On average, it took him around 45 minutes from shooting to editing to create each Instagram post. According to the vlogger, during the week of his experiment, around 5 people messaged him or commented on his posts, wondering whether his photos were real, but he had most people fooled. Quote, I had people going back through my photos saying, you are suddenly rich, he said on his YouTube channel. That's hilarious. I mean, look, it's now that you think about it, he's taking the piss. He's just like laughing and it's normally people don't do those kind of cliche cheesy smiles. But anyway, 4,203 likes. That's pretty good. Good on him. It's just so many shallow people out there who only value what you have, not what you can do with your bare hands or dedication. Despite being embarrassed about it all, he kept the facade going when really what he was doing was eating jacket potatoes and living the student life. He told Insider he had always wondered if the reason people were so obsessed with celebrities was because they were able to live a life not everyone could. And that's the thing, you know, people, if you can't afford a Ferrari, if you can't afford to travel the world, what's the next best thing you can do? You can read and immerse yourself in the lifestyle of the people that can. That's why people like watching movies. That's why people like to play computer games, because you can forget about your boring and dull everyday life and just immerse yourself into the lifestyles of celebrities who can afford to travel around the world and drive a Ferrari or Lamborghini. The 19-year-old said that while his follower count on Instagram didn't change much at first, people's engagements with his post, the number of comments and likes shot up massively. One photo in particular, where he superimposed himself chilling on a private jet, got more than 1,000 likes in just 7 seconds. Quote, I had a lot of messages from my friends asking how I was affording all the designer stuff. And a lot of comments from my followers asking if I'd won the lottery or something, Byron told the Insider. I mean, the photos look pretty cool. They look real. As the week went on and his photos started to show more lavish activities, he began to gain more followers. And that's how you can make money on Instagram. You can just essentially get brand deals and you get the dollars rolling in. That's what happens. That's how people make money on Instagram. But the vlogger thinks this was because people were surprised he could suddenly afford such a luxurious lifestyle. He said the likes purely came down to him wearing designer outfits. He told the publication he was also surprised by how many people took the edited photos at face value. Quote, the experiment has made me question everyone's moves on social media, the vlogger said. Do a lot of the high-profile bloggers these days actually make their way to the top by being honest, or do they fake some of it? I think it's a combination of both. There would be a lot of people trying to fake their lifestyles in order to appeal to the masses. And I mean, the reason why people also do it, it's one of the other reasons, is because you get instant gratification. So, and it comes to YouTube as well. I know a lot of YouTubers out there that when they upload a photo on their community tab or when they upload a new video, they are addicted to seeing how many views the video gets, how many likes, what people say in the comments. It's like a dopamine rush. It's almost like a drug kind of thing. You know, people like to see how popular they are. So the best thing you can do for someone who's a social media personality is watch their stuff, comment on their stuff, and just genuinely show them love. Because that's how people get their kicks on social media. That's the other thing is I don't recommend people, guys in general, have social media anyway, just because I think it's a waste of time. It's a time sucker. It also takes away your happiness, because you see how other people supposed to live their lives and you think, damn, I'm a failure, I don't have a BMW or a Mercedes or a Ferrari. I'm still living with my parents and I'm driving some beat up old Ford. But if you actually dig deep down and analyze what these people are posting, you'll see that most of the stuff they're posting are not even true.
Drop the bass, Kitty.
And if you want to protect your online privacy and help my channel out at the same time, visit drivenanddesired.com/NordVPN. If you sign up through that link, I will earn a small commission to keep this channel as well as my other projects like drivenanddesired.com going. Take us out, kitty.
I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think?